Okay, good evening, everybody. Just a bit of housekeeping rules. We'll translate question and answer separately. And before we get underway, Gareth would start with a few opening remarks.
Oh, do I need to? Okay. For us, a very important game tomorrow. We had a disappointing performance and a disappointing result on Friday. So the last couple of days have been all about preparing the team for tomorrow night, making sure that we get the right sort of reaction. And we know the game will be a very difficult challenge. The game at Wembley was a difficult challenge. One or two mistakes made the difference. I played here nearly 20 years ago. That was a very difficult night as well against an excellent team. So any away game in European competition, you have to earn the right to win the points. And we've got to be at our best tomorrow to do that.
Do you want to get underway?
Менеджера на Англия заяви, че очаква изключително важен матч, особено на фона на разочароващото представяне и разочароващия резултат в Прага. В последните 2 дни отбора се подготвя, за да има някаква реакция срещу това, което се е случило. Естествено очакват доста труден матч, тъй като и в гостуването на България на Уембли 2 грешки са направили разликата между двата тима. Господин Саутгейт заяви, че е играл тук преди 20 години. Наясно е, че няма да е лесно на английския отбор утре и че при всяко гостуване в квалификации очаква доста тежки моменти.
Gareth, it felt a very un-England-like performance on Friday. What sort of reaction have you seen from the players since
Translation? It's okay.
Well, I think we have a very honest group. They are very self-reflective. They know they don't need me to tell them when they haven't played at the level they can. The key is always okay. We have to recover quickly from the result. It's no point us moping around and feeling sorry for ourselves. We all are responsible for the result. I'm the manager. I take the ultimate responsibility. And then we have to move forward and be prepared for the game tomorrow. A slightly different sort of test. But yeah, it's a different sort of challenge for everybody because this young team hasn't really experienced a night like that where we've had a performance and a result that was unexpected. So I don't think defeats harm teams. If the reaction is good, then what you learn from defeats, what you gain in resilience from the defeats are an important part of a player's career and a person's life. And maybe we were all focusing a lot on next summer, talking a lot about next summer, answering questions about a home tournament. And I've always maintained the first thing is we have to qualify, and we haven't secured that qualification yet. And so our focus tomorrow is to get the performance and the result that we need.
A little bit louder, please, yeah?
Okay,
Така, въпросът беше: представянето срещу Чехия не беше като за Англия, не беше типично като за Англия. Каква реакция очаквате? Отговорът: играчите сами знаят, че не играха на ниво и че трябва да се вдигнат. Аз няма нужда да им казвам това, те са достатъчно наясно. Въпреки всичко, отговорността е моя и отговорността да изиграем по-добър матч утре, при това малко по-различно предизвикателство, което ще имаме срещу България. Истината е, че скоро не бяхме имали такава вечер, в която да разочароваме с представяне и с резултат, но аз не мисля, че загубите нараняват отборите. Напротив, загубите са част от каляването и част от футболния път. Смятам, че прекалено много всички говорим за следващото лято и за европейското първенство, което финалите ще се проведат в нашата страна, но ние все още не сме се класирали. И затова първо трябва да се класираме и очаквам утре добър резултат и добра игра.
Gareth, can you update us on the team? You set some last week training this morning. Can you update us on who is and who isn't available?
Yeah, everybody is available. Obviously, Danny Rose not being available, he hasn't travelled with us for this part of the journey. But everybody else is fine.
Въпросът е: може ли някакви новини около състоянието на футболистите? Деклан Райс не тренира. Отговора: всички са окей. Единствено Дани Рос не пътува с нас. Той е отпаднал от групата. Всички останали са окей за утре.
Gareth, as a centre back yourself, I wonder whether you've done any specific work with the defence of the recent lapses, maybe the last three halves of football where we've seen England not at their best defensively. And have you considered going back to a back three that was so successful in the build-up to the World Cup and the World Cup itself?
I think that we're always looking at every aspect of the game. We train specifically and have meetings specifically about every area of the performance. So, of course, there's always additional focus when things in a certain area of the game aren't going so well. In terms of tactical adjustments, we're always thinking about what's the best way to play to get our best players on the field, to be the most dangerous, to get the best out of our strengths but hide our weaknesses. We've always done that over 3 years. So we've tried various formations. We tried something in the first half the other night. In hindsight, because of the result and the performance, that didn't work. But that doesn't mean it wasn't the right decision to have a go at it. If we don't ever think about evolving and trying those things, then we'll never progress as a team. So we'll always continue to make those assessments. And the priority is to get a good performance.
Въпросът беше, като бивш защитник, как ще коментирате дефанзивните проблеми на Англия? В последните 3 полувремена очевидно Англия изпитва промени. Не смятате ли, че трябва да се върнете към схемата с трима в защита, която беше толкова успешна на световното първенство и преди него? Отговора: ние анализираме всички аспекти от играта. Естествено, че се фокусираме там, където не сме се представили добре. Тренираме така, че да подчертаем силните си страни и по някакъв начин да потушим слабите. Това, че променяме схемата си, е въпрос на еволюция. Няма как да прогресираме като отбор, ако не се опитваме и да променяме някои неща.
Harry, question here, if that's okay. As captain, have you done some soul searching with the players since Friday night? Czech Republic was a very un-England-like performance compared with recent years even.
Yeah, obviously it was a disappointing performance. We know that. I think the gaffer said after, obviously we've had a lot of praise over the last 2-3 years, and it's the first time we've really not performed at a high level in a game that we was expected to win. So it shows that if we're not focused and we're not on the top of our game, then you can be punished at this level. So yeah, we definitely know there's stuff to improve on. I think it's important that we don't get too down about it over these last 2 days. It's important to keep the energy high, the spirits high, because we've got another important game tomorrow night that if we win, we're still in a fantastic position going into the last 2 games. So for sure, it's, as players, you always reflect on your own performance, the team performance. How can I do better? How can I help my team? And I think we've all done that. And the only way to show that is going out there tomorrow and putting in a good performance.
Въпросът е: като капитан, говорил ли с останалите футболисти след това разочароващо представяне срещу Чехия? Отговора: очевидно всички бяхме разочаровани, тъй като в последните 2-3 години получихме доста хвалби и наистина не беше типичен за нас този матч, но това единствено показва, че когато не си фокусиран и не играеш на топ ниво, на това ниво в Европа, биваш наказан, но не трябва да се депресираме, не трябва прекалено много да се вторачваме в този резултат, трябва да държим главите високо, защото ни очаква изключително труден матч, който се надявам да спечелим и да покажем, че сме си взели поука от матч в Чехия.
Harry, I need to ask you about a subject that none of us want to talk about. I mean, no disrespect to our hosts, but England were subject to some racist abuse here in 2011, and there will be a partial closure of the stadium tomorrow night because of recent racist incidents. Are you worried about that? And have you been clear with the players exactly what you're going to do and what lead you're going to take if there is an incident?
Well, I think the most important thing, and I think we're all fully focused on the game tomorrow night and getting the 3 points, and like I said, putting us in a great position. We had a meeting at the start of the week on things that could happen, but again, they might not happen as well. So there's obviously a protocol in place that UEFA has set, but yeah, from my point of view and the players' point of view, we're here to do a job tomorrow night on the football pitch, and hopefully we don't have to cross that bridge. So yeah, we'll see what happens, but our full focus is on the game, and that's it.
Въпросът беше с уважение към домакините ни. Тук в България се случиха расистски инциденти през 2011 година и стадиона е отчасти затворен, блокирани сектори. Какво смяташ, че притесняваш ли се от евентуални расистски прояви и каква ще бъде вашата реакция? Отговорът в крайна сметка най-важен е матча, най-важни са трите точки, заради които сме дошли. В началото на седмицата имахме среща за това какво би се случило, но не е казано, че трябва да се случи, то може и въобще да не се случи. В крайна сметка си има протокол, който трябва да се следва, но отново казвам, че нашата работа е на терена и сме изцяло фокусирани върху футболния матч.
Gareth, last one from me on the same subject, if that's okay. I've been talking to the Bulgarian manager, Vladimir Balakov, this afternoon, and he said to us that, as far as he's concerned, there's no issue of racism within Bulgarian football, and he pointed to things that England and English football in terms of many more incidents of racism in English football. What do you say about that?
Well, the same as I said the other night in Prague, that we are guests in another country. I've always said we have as many issues in our own country to resolve as anywhere else. So everybody wants us to be talking about football. For the players of both teams, the same. And we had to prepare our players because of what happened to us in Montenegro. So that was a process that we needed to go through before our next away fixtures. But outside of that, we trust the authorities to make sure everything's in place, and we are all, everybody involved with the game from both countries is wanting to speak about the match.
Въпросът е: българският селекционер Красимир Балъков заяви, че не вижда проблем с расизма в България и че в Англия всъщност има доста повече расистски инциденти. Какво смятате за това? Отговорът е: и в Прага казах, че сме гости в друга държава, но ние самите имаме достатъчно проблеми на местно ниво, но е хубаво и за двата отбора да говорим за футбол. Истината е, че трябваше да подготвим футболистите след това, което ни се случи в Черна гора и преди следващите ни гостувания, но имаме пълно доверие на властите и се надявам, че и двата отбора и всички футболисти искат да говорят единствено и само за футбол.
Gareth, clearly one defeat doesn't make a bad team, just as a couple of very good wins at Wembley doesn't make an outstanding team. But do you fundamentally still believe you have one of the best teams in the world with you here?
Well, to be one of the best teams in the world, we'd have to prove that in the biggest competitions. So what we have to focus on is qualifying for the European Championship. Where we sit in terms of everybody else in the world is, at the moment, is a matter for debate and pub talk. In the end, you can only decide that by your performances. We performed extremely well in a World Cup. We've performed extremely well through most of the Nations League. That's why we've been ranked where we are. But nothing stands still, and we have to constantly improve, constantly step up, step forward. We know our areas of strength, and we know our areas that need improvement.
Въпросът беше: една загуба със сигурност не прави Англия лош отбор, но по същия начин, по който няколко сериозни победи на Уембли не правят отбора изключителен. Смятате ли обаче, че Англия действително е един от най-добрите отбори в света? И отговорът беше: трябва първо да се класираме за голямо първенство, защото там се решава това. Това се решава с представянето. Да, направихме много добро световно първенство, представихме се много добре и в Лигата на нациите, но за да заемаш такива позиции, каквито в момента имаме в футболния свят, постоянно трябва да подобряваш различни аспекти от играта си.
Gareth, James Maddison wasn't with you in Prague. It seems that he spent some of the time in the casino. I just wonder if you are comfortable with that, if you're aware of that, and what your thoughts are about him spending some of his time when he wasn't with you in that location in that way.
Well, once a player's been released from the squad, then it's up to them how they spend their individual time. So I guess what James has learned is that if you're have an involvement with England, then there's an increased spotlight on you and increased interest in your personal and private life as well. So that goes with the territory. It's a high-profile position.
Въпросът беше, Джеймс Мадисън беше освободен от вашия отбор и беше сниман в казино. Какво мислите за този момент? Отговорът, когато освободиш даден футболист, какво той прави си е негова работа, но това, което той научи е, че когато си в националния отбор на Англия, прожекторът свети силно върху теб, защото това е високопрофилна роля и би трябвало да е наясно, че има изключително сериозен фокус върху личния живот на всеки играч.
Okay.
Finally, for me, sorry, there's quite a lot of talk about confidence and what happened in Prague. It's a very precious and quite a fragile thing, I think, for any sport. You've got a lot more experience than some of the guys. Can you actually help with other players' confidence? Or is that a personal thing that guys just need to work on themselves?
No, I think you can help. I think leading by example is one way of doing that. Whether that's on the training pitch or in the dressing room or on the pitch itself during the game. Myself and quite a few others in the team have been involved in high pressure games for club and country, away games in Europe, which are always tough. So our main objective is to win. However we do that, we don't mind. We just got to get the job done, and that's the bottom line. You know, we're top of the group with a game in hand. So if we can win tomorrow, it puts us in a very, very good place to qualify for the next 2 games. So I can only lead by example on the pitch, and but like I said, we've got more than enough players in the team who have played in big European games.
Въпросът беше, доста се говори за самочувствието на отбора, самоувереността след мача в Прага. По какъв начин се връща тази самоувереност и ти самия помагаш ли на останалите футболисти? Отговорът беше, опитвам се да давам пример по време на тренировки, по време на мача, във всеки един момент, но така или иначе доста от нашите футболисти имат огромен опит на международно ниво в клубните си отбори, в националния отбор. В крайна сметка сме на първа позиция, една победа утре ни поставя в чудесна изходна позиция за класиране. В крайна сметка това е за нас най-важното, да спечелим 3 точки.
Okay, before we finish up, do we have any question from our hosts? Okay, thank you very much.
Okay.